You can be proud of your kids and still feel heartbroken. Hi, this is Jill from Jill's Empty Nest and author of My Journey to Myself. Welcome back to my channel. We spend our lives preparing our children for independence, but no one prepares us for the silence that follows. There's a specific kind of grief in no longer being needed the same way, a grief that society often overlooks or expects us to just get over. Stay with me until the end because we're going to reframe this ache. It isn't a sign of weakness or a longing for the past. It is the raw energy of your own transformation. Once you understand how to use that energy, the silence stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like an invitation. We talk a lot about the empty nest as a milestone to be celebrated with travel or hobbies, but we rarely talk about the heavy physical ache that comes when your primary job description is suddenly retired. There is a real grief in no longer being needed in the same way. You went from being the everything person to a consultant on standby. Did you expect this grief? Most of us don't. We feel guilty for being sad about our children's success, but you aren't mourning their growth. You're mourning a version of yourself that no longer has a place to go. Part of why this feels so lonely is that society celebrates independence, but completely forgets the mothers who are doing the adjusting. We cheer for the graduate and the new hire, but we overlook the woman standing in a quiet kitchen wondering what to do with all the extra groceries. Do you feel overlooked right now? Just like the world expects you to just pivot without acknowledging the massive tectonic shift in your daily life. That lack of recognition makes the transition even harder, but it doesn't make your feelings any less valid. This is the pivot point. Grief in this season isn't weakness, it is transformation. In nature, something must end for something else to begin. This ache you feel is actually the stretching of your soul as it makes room for a new identity. It's the discomfort of the life that is no longer defined by someone else's schedule. Does this perspective help? When we stop seeing grief as a hole we've fallen into and start seeing it as the soil we are being planted in, everything changes. If you would like more journal prompts, visit the link in my bio to get my ebook with 400 thought-provoking journal prompts. I would love to hear from you. Please let me know in the comments if you find this helpful or if you have any suggestions on what you would like me to discuss. After all, this channel is for you.